Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to use this video shoot pricing calculator. Once you have it open, if you see here, if you click this field, you cannot adjust the numbers here. So there's something that you have to do first. So let's go up to this first block and it says how to use. Click File and make a copy to create an editable copy accessible in your Google Drive. So let's go to File, let's go to Make a Copy, click OK. Now this makes an editable copy. You can see I can put numbers here and then it works now. Okay, so you're gonna only adjust the numbers in the white fields below. That'll help give you your final numbers. So to first start off on how you should price your event, let's start off with your camera body price. What is the price that you paid for the camera body that you are shooting on for this event? So let's say for this event we're shooting on a Sony a7 III and we'll say that we paid $2,000 for it. And then how many lenses will you use on this shoot and what is the price of each one? Let's say for this shoot we're only going to use one lens. Let's say we're going to use a 16 to 35 millimeter G Master lens and it costs $2,400. Then we're going to go down to where it says delivered video length. Choose the length of video that the client requires. I recommend not doing videos over 1 minute, otherwise they won't be able to use them on Instagram. So this client, let's just say that they want a 45-second video. Now keep this in mind too, these are your shooting and your editing hours and parameters. So you guys should be doing your work within this amount of time. I know if you're a little bit newer, it's probably gonna be way over this time, but just try to stick to this. So your shooting time is gonna take you 3 to 4 hours to shoot all the footage you need for your 45-second video. Then whenever you're editing, it's gonna take you 4 to 6 hours to edit the video. If for some reason it takes you more time than this, then there is an additional hours box right here where you can add your additional hours and that will calculate, that'll add hours on top of everything. So let's say that we didn't take any additional hours, that we shot our 45-second video in 3 to 4 hours and we also edit it in 4 to 6 hours. Then we'll scroll down and there's a box that gives you an option for drone footage. You check this box if you're going to use drone footage. If you do use drone footage, it's an extra $600. The reason why is because it costs you extra because you have the drone and it's a completely different skill set. You have to pilot the drone as well. And or if you had somebody else doing the drone work, you'd have to pay them. So $600 is what gets added for drone footage. You'll check that box, but we're not going to use drone footage for this one. So then we're going to calculate our equipment cost. Tally up the total cost that you've paid for each of the items you will use on this shoot and enter them into the correct category. So let's say we're going to use an off-camera monitor that cost us $299 brand new. We're going to use a Ronin S stabilizer, which cost us about $700 brand new. We're going to use a Rode Video Mic Pro. Let's see, maybe they're like $199. They could be $299. I can't remember. Rode Video Mic Pro for a microphone. And then we're not going to do any lights, not going to do any stands, no diffusion. We definitely are going to use cards. Let's say we got $89 in our card that we're using. Then the laptop and desktop that you're using to edit. I edit on a MacBook Pro 2019 fully loaded. It cost me $4 grand, but maybe you're not working with something like that. So let's just say you're editing on a laptop, MacBook Pro, middle of the road, we'll say $2,700. Then your hard drive or your solid state drive that you're using to hold all your footage and your memory or your storage on. So we're gonna say if you do a hard drive like a rugged lacy hard drive, you know, the orange rubber ones, those are anywhere between $79 to $100. I like to use a solid state drive, an SSD. I like to use the Samsung T5. So if you do a Samsung T5 with a terabyte, that's $180. And then we know that it's likely that we're going to use something else on this shoot. So I like to add $50 to $100 for good measure. So let's just say $50. Now, as you can see, the total right here is $1,097.52. So that is what you charge the client. But I want to teach you what you should do with this money once the client has paid and after your shoot. So let's scroll down. So it says bank accounts. Ignore all of this information right here. Let's read this. This is the foundation for your business banking. You should set up 5 bank accounts and label them operating, profit, taxes, income, and savings. Each situation is different, but this is what I recommend as a starting point. So your session total after you've calculated everything is $1,097.52. That gets deposited into your operating account. So deposit all funds from Shoot into this account. This account is responsible for all of the transfers that will be made. Let's go over here real quick and let's just read the bank account definitions below. Your operating account is the account that all the funds from the Shoot are deposited. This account's responsible for dividing up your funds and transferring them to their respective places. And then you have the profit account. The profit account right here, guys. The profit account is designed to help grow your business. Think of it as income for the business. There's your personal income, and then there's the business income, aka profits. Use these profits on anything that will help grow your business. You always transfer your profits first. Profits are different for all businesses and typically range from 5% to 30%. A good place to start with profits is 10%. So the calculator will automatically take 10% of your entire Shoot and populate it into the profit bank account field. So it'll take 10% from your full Shoot from the operating, and it'll deposit it in the profit account. So or it'll calculate it there. So $109.75, that's 10%. So then we'll go to the taxes account. So taxes over here says the taxes account is designed to hold your tax liabilities. You place the calculated tax amount, which is 17% for self-employed individuals, from each Shoot into the tax account so that at the end of the quarter or year, depending on how you pay, the money will already be in there and you'll be ready. So tax account, 17% of our total is $170. So 17%. So that's going to go in here, $170. And then let's go to the income. Income account is your favorite account. This is your money. All personal bills and needs come from this money. The calculator subtracts the profit, taxes, and savings from the operating account and places the rest here. So after you take out the profit from the operating, the taxes from the operating, and the savings from the operating, you're going to end up with $720.25, which is your income from this Shoot. Then you have the savings account. It says $97.52. So the savings account is designed to hold your expense costs from each Shoot. The calculator depreciates all of your camera gear and gives a cost per Shoot amount to transfer to your savings account. So after 3 years of doing this, you'll have enough money in your savings to replace all of your camera gear. That's right, full camera gear replacement plan built into this calculator, guys. So your savings, $97.52. And that comes from depreciating all of your camera gear here, depreciating your camera body and your lens price over a 3-year period. If you scroll down here, it shows income. So this is your income per Shoot and at the end of each year. This is based on 30 paying jobs similar to the one above. Per Shoot, $720.25 for a whole entire year of 30 gigs roughly at this cost of this type of pay is $21,607. So keep this in mind. This amount is less all of your profit, your taxes, and your savings. So the good thing is all of this stuff is already taken care of, and this is what you have left over. Then you have your expenses, your camera gear and equipment costs per Shoot and at the end of 3 years. You should place the per Shoot amount into the savings account to purchase new gear at the end of 3 years. So at the end of 3 years, you have $8,777, depending on, what you entered here, what camera you're using. And that's going to help you purchase all of your gear over again. Your laptop, your camera, blah, 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 blah. This stuff gets a lot of wear and tear, especially if you're going to be using it all the time, and you need to be able to replenish your expenses. So let's go back through the calculator one more time, and let's change a couple things. So let's say that you're shooting on a Canon 5D Mark IV that costs you about $2,400. You're shooting on an L series lens, 16 to 35, probably still around that 24, but we'll say $2,200 range. Let's say you're gonna shoot a minute video this time. And then let's say you are gonna add drone footage. So if I add drone footage, I almost always add an extra hour an extra hour just for good measure, because I know it's going to take extra time to pilot this drone. So I add an extra hour, and then let's just say our off-camera monitor, stabilizers, microphones, and everything is right around the same. Now you might be asking yourself, why didn't I include the drone in the equipment cost? Well, it's because I already included it in the $600 range whenever you check the box. So that's why. So now you have a new total of $3,075. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, there you go. You have a new total of $2,075.10. So that's for a 1-minute video with drone footage. You spend an extra hour on it. You've got a Canon 5D Mark IV and an L series lens, a 16-35. It's going to be $2,075.10. It's going to take you roughly 4 hours to shoot all the footage for the 1-minute video, and then roughly 8 to plus, let's say, 8 to 15 to 20 hours of editing. So it's $2,075. Now, if you scroll down and you look, you're operating, everything gets transferred out of there. So now 10% profit, $207.51. Your taxes at 17% is $331.67. Then your savings is $100.10. This covers all of your gear. And then your income for this shoot is $1,435.82. Now, guys, look at this. If you do shoots like this on a regular basis, after a whole entire year of doing about 30 gigs like this, you're going to make $43,074. Now, that's pretty stinking good money. Pretty stinking good money, considering that this amount has already subtracted the profit, the taxes, and the savings. So that's already been accounted for, and this is what you get after the fact. So just imagine having your finances set up like this, guys. And then your expenses, obviously, again, per shoot, $100.10. After 3 years, there's your money, so you can purchase all of your camera gear all over again. So use this, guys. Just quick recap. Make sure you set up these bank accounts. If you want your business to run smooth, set up these 5 bank accounts: operating, profit, taxes, income, and savings. And run this calculator every single time that you go to a shoot, and then divide your money up this way, guys. And I promise you, you will be on the next level, killing it 10 times better than all of the people that are in your competition. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for purchasing this calculator. Always, always remember, guys, be more. Thanks. See ya.